How are you feeling after all the craziness that went on yesterday? Were you expecting this?
Oh, it was a great response last night. You know, the people here are always so jovial and exuberant, and it's just a real high, a real nice energy, and it makes us feel good to be able to bring the film here first, to start here, and we're just excited to share it now. It's been a 3-year endeavor.
What was the emotional gear shift that made each of you say, I'm in?
I mean, for me, it started, with an email to Lewis Hamilton. I happened to have his contact info, and I told him I wanted to make the most authentic racing film that ever been done, and would he help me? And luckily he said yes. So that was the start of this journey. But from there it was, to deliver on that promise, it was, building a whole new camera system to capture the speed of these cars, a partnership with F1 so that we could shoot at real races all around the world, and then kind of most importantly, finding 2 actors that could drive these cars for real in the film. And lucky for us, both these guys turned out to be pretty amazing natural talents for driving.
For me, it was just a no-brainer when Joe has this audacious plan to embed us in the racing season, to put us actually in the cars. It was just a dream come true. I've been trying to do a racing film for literally decades, and whether it was on bikes or whether it was in cars, for whatever reason, it just didn't pan out. And I'm so grateful because the experience Joe gave us, putting us in the car.
I never thought I would have been in a big Hollywood movie with the music and the effects, and so it was just like crazy thinking that I was even like up for it, to be honest. So I just wanted to be in it because it was one of those movies I had watched as a child.
Para mí es un gran éxito que todo este equipo ha sido capaz de hacer algo que tiene una autenticidad de técnica y de sensaciones, pero también el cuento humano, la historia humana de esos personajes, el espíritu de la película, las emociones, la comedia. Hay una gran comedia entre la gente, y creo que hay muchas dimensiones de la película que no son, ¿sabes?, de lo normal, ¿sabes? Había una ambición muy grande, y yo creo que hemos logrado algo de calidad, ¿no?
Can you talk us about the process of learning and becoming F1 drivers for fiction?
So before I even got the part, I drove up somewhere in California and got in simulators and got the guy to put all the racetracks there so I could learn them before I even came to London and saw you. Then I downloaded the F1 game, created a fake character, and won a championship.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
It's a long one. Yeah. So I was doing a lot of kind of manifesting. And then when we finally got the part, it was about the training, intense training from Rockingham to Silverstone, Palm Springs. We were in Austin, Texas, all the way from F4 up to F1. Just really learning and immersing myself in the world of Formula One.
And women in the sport, well, I spoke to women in the sport, and they were telling me that they went to college and they studied engineering in college. And in college and engineering, it's mostly men in college. So they're used to just being around fellas anyways. So by the time they get to Formula One, they're same as being in college.
Also, if you can tell us a little bit about the experience of driving an F1 car, because it takes a lot of precision to take the turns, and you're a fan of the sport.
It's a religion for me as well. It's incredible what these guys can do. We all think we're backseat drivers in a way, and we would know how to handle it, and the precision. As Kerry said, they're going from changing time zones to time zones. They're taking these corners, are pulling 5Gs. It is staggering, and the idea that these guys can go around a 4-mile track, a 3.5-mile track, and all be within 1 second of each other, I mean, it's awesome. So for us to even get to experience a hint of that is such a high. I would love to explain what downforce feels like, the way these cars can stick. It is awesome. I don't know how to do any better than that because there's nothing that I can compare it to. It is such a high, and the fact that we got to be tourists in this ecosystem for a little bit was just an experience I'll never forget, never.